Well, welcome back to Better Living. I'm here now with Dr. Hope Mitchell from Mitchell Dermatology. It's something that I think we're all afraid of, and as I was just telling Dr. Mitchell, I had my own little brush with some skin cancer last year. Mine was just basal cell. Is that the good one if you're going to have?
That's the good one. If you're going to have skin cancer, that's the one that we want to have.
All right. Well, that's the one I had. They took it off, and we're all good. But it just brings up how important it is for people to get checked.
People should get checked every year. It's really important. Skin cancer detection saves lives. The sooner we find any spot that looks precancerous and we get it removed, we could even prevent having surgery.
Absolutely. And it's something I always went because I have moles all, and I was like, well, I should have those checked out. But even if you don't think that you have a predisposition to skin cancer, perhaps you're good about the sunscreen and you don't go out in the sun that much. You don't have the family history like I did. Still better to get that checked. Is there a certain age you should start getting that checked at?
You should start getting checked any time that you're ready to say, I need to know more about my skin. I have patients that come in their 20s. I have patients that start in their 30s. The majority of my patients will start in their 40s. Remember, when you come in for your skin cancer screening, it's not just to find out what do I have going on, but it's a platform to provide you more information about how to keep your skin healthy. We talk about sun protection. We talk about changes to look for that might become a problem in the future. So it's not just what does my skin look like today, it's providing so much more education than that.
Absolutely. Well, I would assume, in my case it did, insurance is going to cover some of that coming in to get that annual skin check.
Absolutely. Most insurances will cover your skin cancer screening every year and any time in between that you have any problem that's medically necessary to be treated.
No reason not to go then.
No reason not to be seen.
Let's talk about who needs to see a dermatologist.
Everyone needs to see a dermatologist.
Well, I mean, I think people only think about it if they have a skin cancer issue or if they have, an acne issue. But you guys can help with a lot more, can't you?
We can help with anything related to hair loss problems, skin problems, nail problems. Again, we do anything that is related to, as I like to say, external skin care, external medicine.
I would have never known that you could help with hair loss issues or nail issues.
Absolutely. Hair, skin, and nails. We are the authority in those areas.
I learn something new every day. That's awesome. What kind of services do you have?
We, outside of providing the skin cancer screenings and taking care of acne and eczema and psoriasis and warts, as most people think of us as doing, we do a lot of treatments in terms of skincare treatments, facials, procedures. We do cosmetic procedures in terms of Botox and fillers. So we do a lot.
You said something about facials. That is one of the most relaxing things to me, I think. Just a cleansing facial, not a procedure, but just a nice pampering time.
And it's a good way to remove dead skin that builds up over, especially the winter months, that dry skin that builds up. Just like having a pedicure removes dead skin from the feet, a great facial is a nice way to remove dead skin from your face.
Yeah, it's a perfect time of year for that.
Definitely.
That's for sure. You were talking about, I hate that when that happens, you totally lose your train of thought. I thought, I have something really great to ask her. And then I started thinking about facials and I got all distracted because I want to go have one so badly. Let's talk about, you guys have a free skin cancer event. 11th time that you've done it. It's coming up this weekend.
Yes, we started in 2005 and this is going to be my 11th year. And I really enjoy the skin cancer screening. Every year that I've had it, I have found what I thought to be a melanoma. So I think that I've saved lives.
Absolutely.
I think that I've continued to educate, and the platform is really fun. Patients really love to come. They leave feeling relieved in terms of any spot that they have, just being reassured or just knowing what the next step is in terms of getting that spot taken care of.
Absolutely. It would be very relieving, and it's so very important. It can lead, especially, I mean, melanoma can, it's absolutely deadly. I think people think, well, it's just skin cancer. It's not going to, it can be more
deadly.
Serious.
Yes, and it's on the rise. We're seeing it in younger age groups. A couple of months ago, I had one in a 20-year-old on my face. So
is that because we're not using the sunscreen that we should be using? It is because we're doing some fake baking? What do you think?
Well, sun is part of the reason sunburns, but also melanomas can be genetic.
Oh, okay.
And that's part of the education, coming in and understanding that if melanoma runs in my family, I am at risk, period. That is one of my risk factors.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, that is this week in that free cancer screening or event. The 11th annual, that is May 2nd, 9 to 1. Is that there at Mitchell Dermatology?
It is this Saturday at Mitchell Dermatology. You don't need an appointment. We welcome everyone that wants to be seen.
And you guys are located in Perrysburg. Easy to find you there on South Boundary.
Correct.
Well, I remember what I was going to say to you earlier. I think the acne thing with teenagers. At what point should we say, we need help with this? It's not just a normal, you know, they're going to have a few months of acne.
I think that you should come in right away.
Okay.
When your child has acne, I think that you should consult with the authority and the expert in acne, and that would be your dermatologist.
I totally agree, because the self-confidence, I think, is such a big deal when kids are dealing with that. So
absolutely.
Make sure that you get to that free skin cancer event this Saturday from 9 to 1 at Mitchell Dermatology in Perrysburg. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I was having so much fun talking to Dr. Mitchell about skin issues and what we should do about our skin that she stayed. You know, basically she has stayed.
And I'm having a great time too.
To keep you all from having to listen to me for 5 minutes straight. We were talking about acne a little bit in teenagers, particularly because that's kind of when it happens. But I joked that, you know, I thought acne was supposed to go away after that. Is it just me, or are there really that many adults that still deal with that?
It's not just you. Everyone that comes in says the same thing. You know, I'm 40. Why am I still breaking out?
Yes.
And unfortunately, there's so much more than age that goes into acne. It's stress. It's hormonal changes. It's the environment. So there's so much more to acne than just getting older.
Age and the going through puberty. What about, I mean, what are some things we can do? Obviously, we can have those regular trips to the dermatology and get medication if we need that stronger stuff, but just for those occasional blemishes that I can't keep my hands off of, that you're going to tell me I should really keep my hands off of.
You should keep your hands off. But the foundation of clear skin or better skin is cleaning your skin. Cleaning your skin with the proper products. Cleaning your skin with a Clarisonic as opposed to the washcloth. A lot of my patients that come in don't remove makeup daily. So
I might be bad about that. I'm sorry.
And that clogs your pores.
Yes.
Using the wrong products. So definitely, I think what I find most interesting when my patients come in is that they're not doing proper cleaning of their face. So I think that we always start there. And then we talk about products that we're putting on our face that may be clogging pores, products that might be better for your skin. And then, like you said, we prescribe medications that work.
I think that is a problem, because everywhere you turn, somebody is selling some sort of facial product.
It's a billion-dollar industry.
Yeah, it is everywhere. And my fear is some of these people who are friends of mine, I mean, they're good people, but they don't know anything about these products. They don't know about retinol, or, you know, those things that I understand from talking to people like you can be pretty dangerous if you don't know what you're doing.
Well, they can burn your face if you don't have proper instruction. So again, I think that you save money, you save time by coming into the dermatologist and just starting with information that would be useful. And most offices will be able to recommend good products and, like I said, prescribe. Sometimes there are treatments that can be done to help acne in terms of facials and chemical peels that can help, especially if we're getting to the point where we're starting to see scarring. It's nothing to fool around with.
No,
that scarring
absolutely
can
not.
be permanent.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. What about I mean, I know skincare, the cleanser and the moisturizer kind of work together, but then what about the makeup? Is it important that I'm buying expensive makeup, or Can that make a difference or not?
I don't
Really,
think
it's
so.
the cleanser that makes a difference?
I think proper cleaning, but makeup, it's fine to wear makeup. Mineral-based makeups are going to be better than oil-based makeups that can clog your pores. So I think that definitely working with someone that can help you choose the right makeup is important.
Okay, so let's go back to, we were talking about skin cancer. That's really what started our conversation. You guys have that skin cancer event coming up on Saturday.
On this Saturday.
If I'm sitting at home right now and I'm thinking, I wonder if I need to go, and I'm looking around at my skin, what are some signs? What are some things I can look for?
It can be that brown spot that you've had on your face for years that you believe is suddenly changing. It could be that bump on your back that simply itches. It could be a mole that becomes a sore. So it could be anything from a spot to a bump that bleeds that would trigger you to think, maybe I should get this checked out.
Maybe I should. And the truth is, though, really, it doesn't hurt for us to come get it checked out anyway, because there are a lot of times, I have a mole on the bottom of my foot, you know, and the doctor always says, you know, make sure you're watching that, because who looks at the bottom of their feet? You would never think to be checking there on a regular basis.
And that's why when you come for your skin cancer screening, that's why I said it is so much more than me looking at your skin. We educate you about what to look for. We talk about sun protection. We educate you about the simple fact that you should be checking the bottoms of your feet, between your toes. Your scalp should be checked. So we talk about all of that in your skin cancer screening.
What kind of sunscreen should we be using? Is it a, I've heard nothing over, I can't remember what the number was now, maybe 50. Nothing over 50 is helping you at all. What is it that I should be wearing?
A minimum of SPF 30 is what you should wear. And when you pick up your sunscreen, look for broad spectrum, which means it protects you against ultraviolet A and ultraviolet B light. Another thing to look for when you're purchasing your sunscreen is water resistant. Especially when we're active and swimming, we want to make sure that that product can protect us through that perspiration or through swimming.
Should I be using a different product than I might use on a younger child?
Yeah, you can use the same.
Doesn't matter?
Yep, we can use the same products. We start to apply sunscreen to children when they're over 6 months of age. Up to that point, they really shouldn't be exposed to the sun.
Okay. And that's what's funny, because just like the facial cleansing industry, you know, the sunscreen industry is huge, and there are 8 million different choices, and you can see water babies and this for sport kids and this for, and I'm always like, oh my gosh.
Can be overwhelming.
What do I choose? Can I get the generic, or do I have to, you know, get the name brand?
I don't think you have to worry about that. I think what we really want you to understand is that you should pick a minimum of 30 SPF. You should apply enough when you apply it. You should apply it at least a half an hour before going into the sun so that it will attach to your skin, and then reapply it every couple of hours that you're outside. I think we're much more interested in making sure that you apply sunscreen and not so much as to which name brand. And exactly. And
that sunscreen I have from last summer, should I pitch
Throw it out,
now?
please.
Yep. Doesn't work anymore. Get some new.
Doesn't work anymore. The chemicals, ingredients have broken down.
All right. Make sure you get some new sunscreen, and make sure you get to the skin cancer event this Saturday at Mitchell Dermatology in Perrysburg. We'll be right back.